If there was one person that was inseparable from Sean Diddy Combs, this would be nobody else but Naomi Campbell. I think it's time we must look more into Naomi. Naomi was there with J-Lo. Naomi was there when Diddy and Kim Porter were together. Naomi was there when Cassie was his girlfriend. There is no reasons for Naomi as a friend, even best friend, to attend every meeting with Diddy, every party, every event, every award or music show. For over 20 years, Naomi was there when Usher grew to fame, or Justin Bieber, or Tyson Beckford, or Liam Payne, or Evie, or Blue Cartel, all of whom are going back to Diddy, who today we learn went through some traumas, sacrifices, and blackouts of their careers, all in between Naomi and Diddy. Let's look at few scenarios. On this Apple Music event, Diddy was seen distanced from Cassie, yet very close to Naomi. Here again, Naomi crashing the party. And even Cassie's and Diddy holiday in Spain, Cassie doesn't look happy at all. Pay attention to body language. Who is the boss here? And who is Diddy walking with on red carpet minutes later? Now on this event again, Naomi is stuck to Diddy, despite presence of Kim Porter. Look at Kim's face, she's not in good spirit. Now look at Naomi. Another event, almost like stalking. Some exchange of words before picture pose. She would always be there. She never missed a party, which is public. We don't know how much time they spent in real world. She was always stuck to Diddy, hugging or leaning on him. She knew his every move, every women and men around him. They all went past through her, and then when Diddy claims came to light, she gone all silent. She said she was a close friend and they were like siblings to each other, but when all claims resurfaced on who Diddy was, she claimed to know nothing. So what sort of friend she was if she never seen anything? Ask yourself, what's the real role of Naomi by Diddy's side? Naomi also had these friends, and she also claimed to know nothing about their allegations. She would party with them, travel, attend events, and she also didn't know them allegedly. Naomi was always in wrong place in a wrong time, right? No, she was exactly where she was meant to be. Just like she never knew what happened to all those millions of charity money she raised and dissolved in thin air. You cannot make this up. The similarities between Diddy and Naomi relationship to this particular two individuals, it's uncanny. There is a solid reason why we see Naomi and Diddy always together.
That I am a work in progress, but I will not be held hostage by my past. What he's done is indefensible. And when I heard of what he'd done, it sickened me to my stomach, just like everybody else. Because I've had my fair share of sexual predators, and thank God that I had good people around me that protected me from this. I mean, right now I stand with the victims. I can't, they're scarred for life. For life. I've rubbed shoulders with hundreds of thousands of people. The frightening conclusion here is that if the negative action of your neighbor, colleague, or even an associate can somehow make you guilty too, simply by association, then we indeed live in very worrying times. This affects us all. It is wrong, it's unfair, and it must be stopped.
In a decade. Well, Aisha Zahid is here with more on this. Aisha, what did this investigation find?
Well, the Charity Commission found that there was misconduct and mismanagement from trustees. That includes Naomi Campbell and two others, and essentially money was being spent in the wrong places. Instead of going to charity, it was being spent on things including luxury hotels and spa treatments. So Fashion for Relief was founded by Campbell in 2005, known for its high-profile fundraising events. It united the fashion industry to raise hundreds and hundreds of thousands for humanitarian causes. And then the plan was to give that money to other organisations and other charities as grants. But what this investigation has found that only a small amount of those funds went to good causes. Between April 2016 to July 2022, only 8.5% of total expenditure was spent on charity grants. And some examples of misconduct in spending identified by the watchdog include a flight that cost £12,300 from London to Nice to transfer art and jewellery to a fundraising event, the decision to spend just under £8,000 of charity funds on a 3-night stay at a 5-star hotel for Campbell, and extra expenses of £6,600 incurred by Campbell alongside the hotel stay on things like spa treatments, room service, cigarettes and other hotel products. Now, the trustees say those extra expenses would have been covered by donors, not coming out the charity's pocket, but that's something that they haven't been able to prove. So Naomi Campbell banned from being a charity trustee for 5 years, and the other 2 also disqualified.
Well, push that button.
Other issues in the fashion industry, the abuse of vulnerable young people, specifically women, but young men as well.
I'm saddened, and I've made it clear whatever I can do, use my voice in supporting models in my industry, and what I do, I will. It's never happened to me, but I don't want it to ever happen to anyone. It shouldn't happen to anyone, period.
How big a problem is it?
Well, it seems to be a big problem. And I think before it gets better, it's going to get worse. I think we're going to have to hear about it. A lot's going to have to come out before. I mean, they're trying to find a solution, I know. And I think it's just the beginning, really.